So, I know a lot of One Piece channels have covered this theory in the past, but I fully want to lay it out nice and simple for you guys as to why Monkey D. Luffy's mother is none other than Crocodile. So, if you've never heard this theory, then you're probably so confused. What are you talking about? But, I was at first until I realized how much evidence there was in this. And, it seems like someone from Reddit just shot in the dark at this theory, but man, it came together really nice. And there's a lot of substance, and let's just dive in right into the first evidence. Luffy's mother has never been shown in the manga. The reason I want to include this evidence is because it is very important. Luffy's mother has never been shown in the manga, barely even mentioned. I don't even think it's been mentioned in the manga. So basically it's up to interpretation, okay, she could come in down the line, or maybe do we already know her? What if we've already seen her? What if she's actually tried to kill Luffy already? Next, I really want to go over this huge panel in the manga where Ivankov basically mentions knowing a secret of crocodiles. And so now, then we learn Ivankov's power. So Ivankov's power is basically to change the sex of any person. And this has led to quite a bit of speculation, because obviously that would mean that maybe Ivankov changed Crocodile's gender to male for an unknown reason at this time. And this could possibly explain why Crocodile didn't even use his haki in Alabasta versus Luffy, because we know that when a person uses intense haki, it can nullify this gender changing effect, as shown by Law recently in one of the recent chapters. So this is pretty much a big reason as to, okay, this is how Crocodile actually did it. Next. Crocodile has an odd obsession with gender. So this is I think, although people will not agree this is a huge part of it, I think this is just a nice cherry on top of, okay, this builds onto the theory. So a huge part of this scheme with Baroque works and having all Crocodile soldiers they're all named Miss All Sunday or Mr. 2, the Mr. the Mrs. type thing, right? It's oddly associated with gender throughout the arc, and it kind of just sticks out to me. Crocodile is even referred to as Sir Crocodile, which is a little odd considering all of the other villains in the story are not ever referenced by Sir or Madam, it's only Crocodile. I just think it adds to the theory alone that this isn't too drastic, but it's something to add. Alright, next. Every character during Roger's execution is shown from the front except Crocodile. So, we have characters like, Mihawk and Buggy and Shanks and a couple others that are at Roger's execution that are shown from the front, nice and clear, but the one character we see from the back happens to be Crocodile. And while they show him from the back, it's, he has that slick back hair, so it could be easily Crocodile as a female at this point. But obviously we don't know because never show him from the front. I think this is a wise touch from Oda to slowly, put these evidence out there that just maybe, if people are paying attention, Crocodile's Luffy's mom. Alright, to my next evidence is this Oda drawing Kid Crocodile picture. And if you notice, if you look around this picture, Crocodile looks oddly feminine here. Just look at him. Just look how this kind of compares to some of the other female characters. He doesn't look male. He doesn't look like these other male characters. I'd classify him more as a feminine looking character. Alright, next, and what I think is some of the strongest evidence, is this new information and this new look that we have about the Seraphims in the manga. So basically the Seraphims are, created by the government with the DNA from the warlords. So isn't it kind of crazy how Crocodile's looks very oddly female? And obviously, like I said, these Seraphims are intended to look like warlords as kids. So it would make so much sense if Crocodile was actually female and they grabbed Crocodile's DNA, and she's obviously now female as a Seraphim. And my last bit of evidence towards this theory, and I know there's a lot more that you can deep dive into, but I just want to get these facts out, is the sudden switch to Luffy's side, learning who he actually was during Marineford. So during Alabasta, Crocodile didn't know of Luffy. Crocodile didn't know that Luffy was his kid at the time, so he's basically he's just hurting this random guy who's basically plotting on his downfall, right? But when he learns of Luffy and learns who he is, he immediately switches to Luffy's side, and we see this during Impel Down. I mean, yes, you can argue that he was only helping out Luffy because Luffy helped him escape prison under the sea, but this behavior continues during the narrative, during Marineford, when Crocodile continuously steps in and goes above and beyond what is kind of expected of him. He kind of gets in the way and protects Luffy. It's okay, he tried to kill Luffy in Alabasta. I don't think just learning who he is kind of would change Crocodile's ideology so drastically. I mean, we know that Ivankov obviously has this liking for Luffy and has the secret against Crocodile, but Crocodile is going out of his way to help Luffy here in Marineford. And wouldn't this kind of be on par for a mother learning about her son and trying to help her son? I don't know. You guys can put together the evidence and take it however you want and do whatever you want with the evidence, but this is what I think, and I think Crocodile is Luffy's mom. Thanks for watching.